why is this sort of concept of having to evolve and change, and know that you're going to be wrong? How do you make that not scary for someone who is inclined to take that leap?
I'll go back to that quote I had of like, if you feel safe, be afraid. I'm a race car, like secretly I want to be a race car driver. And I've been to race car driving school. And that's actually a race car driving quote. Like, if you feel safe, feel afraid. I'm going to say something that maybe is people like to hear, maybe they don't like. Not everybody should be an entrepreneur. They really shouldn't, right? Like, there's lots of different roles people to play. I love the Art of War book by Sun Tzu years ago. Like, different personalities, different skill sets avail themselves of different roles in society. And it's so hot and cool to be an entrepreneur right now. Like, what you just said is the reality of being an entrepreneur. And if you don't get jazzed, if you're not turned on by it, if it doesn't make you all fired up to know that today you might fail 18 new ways, then you might not want to be an entrepreneur. And I was thinking when you were talking, we had something, I wrote down wall of pain. At Eliza, by the end of the 15 years I was at Eliza, we had this wall of pain. And it was just documenting all the things we kept learning and learning and learning. And we kept learning them because we did them wrong. Our assumption was wrong. And we're like, we thought this. Nope, that was wrong. Nope, that was wrong. And so every time we went through one of these processes, we evolved and got better. But then by being better, we made another mistake. And so we just learned to capture and celebrate those things. And I think one of the other things I used to believe in the early days at Eliza was that there was going to be a moment where things were going to get easier. It's like, once we reach this, when we have our first big national customer, once we have our first profitable year, once we have signed X, Y, or Z, once we get, noticed by somebody. And what you realize, and I'm still realizing this at the ripe old age of 50, it never gets easier. And if it does get easier, you should be afraid because you're about to get hit from behind by something.